David here, and I've got some important news for Canadian seniors that you won't want to miss. June 2025 old age security payments are right around the corner, but how much will you actually receive this month? If you've been relying on these payments to manage your daily expenses or simply want to plan ahead, understanding the latest numbers could make a big difference. Are you aware that the base OAS pension amount changes depending on your age, income, and even your marital status? For seniors aged 65 to 74, the maximum monthly OAS payment sits around $727.67, but did you know it jumps automatically by 10% after you turn 75? This means if you're approaching that milestone, your income could see a nice boost starting June. But it's not just about the base pension. The Guaranteed Income Supplement, GIS, offers extra financial support to those with lower incomes, potentially adding over $1,000 more per month. Are you eligible? That depends on your total household income and whether your spouse is receiving OAS or the allowance. And speaking of the allowance, if you're between 60 and 64 and your partner gets GIS, there might be more help available for you too. Now here's the big question: will the June payment be enough to keep up with rising costs? Payments are adjusted for inflation quarterly, but the recent figures show no increase since April. What does that mean for your budget? Stick with me as I break down exactly how much you can expect, how to check your eligibility, and steps to maximize these benefits. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is vital info for every senior in Canada. As we move into June 2025, many Canadian seniors are understandably curious about what to expect from their old age security payments this month. This is a critical time because for thousands of seniors, the OAS payment forms a fundamental part of their monthly income, helping to cover essentials like groceries, utilities, medications, and other living expenses. Understanding exactly how much you'll receive, what factors can affect your payment, and how you can make the most of these benefits is essential for peace of mind and financial planning. The Old Age Security Program is designed to provide a basic level of income to Canadians aged 65 and older, regardless of their work history. This is what makes it so important for many seniors who may not have substantial private pensions or savings. Unlike the Canada Pension Plan, which is based on your contributions during your working years, OAS eligibility is tied primarily to your age, residency, and citizenship status. So even if you worked part-time, had gaps in your employment, or were self-employed, you could still qualify. For the 2025 benefit year, the base old age security pension amount for those between 65 and 74 years old is $727.67 per month. This figure is reviewed quarterly, and the government adjusts payments according to inflation to ensure that seniors' purchasing power is somewhat protected against rising costs. Importantly, once you turn 75, you receive an automatic 10% increase in your OAS payment, raising the maximum amount to approximately $800.44 per month. This is a welcome boost for many, especially considering how expenses tend to increase with age due to healthcare needs and other factors. One key aspect to understand about OAS is that it is income tested at the higher income brackets. If your net world income exceeds $142,609 for those aged 65 to 74 or $148,179 if you're 75 or older, you will have to repay part or all of your OAS benefits through what is called the clawback. This repayment reduces the amount of OAS you receive and could potentially mean you get nothing if your income is above these thresholds. This clawback is designed to target benefits to those who need them most while recovering payments from high-income seniors. But beyond the basic OAS pension, there are additional supplements designed to help low-income seniors, which can significantly increase the total monthly income. The Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS, is an important component that many seniors rely on. This is a non-taxable benefit added to the OAS pension for seniors with little or no other income. It is based on your income and your marital status, and the maximum GIS payment for a single senior can be as high as $1,086.88 per month. For couples, this amount is adjusted depending on whether both spouses receive OAS or one receives the allowance program. The allowance is another benefit aimed at seniors aged 60 to 64 whose spouse or partner receives GIS. It provides income support to those approaching retirement who might otherwise face financial difficulties. In some cases, if your partner has passed away, you may be eligible for the allowance for the survivor, which helps individuals who have not remarried or entered a new common-law relationship. This benefit offers up to $1,647.34 per month and can be a critical lifeline for many. All these programs combined mean that some Canadian seniors could receive over $1,800 per month in government benefits. Knowing the exact amount you're entitled to receive can be the difference between financial stress and peace of mind. So, how do you know if you qualify? The basic eligibility for OAS includes being 65 or older, being a Canadian citizen or legal resident when your application is approved, and having lived in Canada for at least 10 years after turning 18. For those living abroad, if you were a Canadian citizen or legal resident and spent at least 20 years living in Canada as an adult, you might still qualify to receive OAS payments. This flexibility is especially helpful for seniors who have retired outside Canada but want to keep receiving their benefits. Applying for OAS is usually straightforward because Service Canada often enrolls eligible seniors automatically around their 65th birthday. However, if you are eligible for the allowance or allowance for the survivor, you will need to apply yourself. You can do this online through your My Service Canada account or by submitting a paper application at a Service Canada office. One of the most common questions I receive from viewers like you is about how to maximize these benefits. Delaying the start of your OAS pension beyond age 65 up to age 70 increases your monthly payment by 0.6% for each month you wait, or 7.2% per year, and this increase is permanent. This option is worth considering if you're in good health and don't need the money immediately. Now, the timing of payments is also important. OAS payments are generally deposited during the last week of the month. For June 2025, the scheduled payment date is June 26th. If you're enrolled in direct deposit, your payment should hit your bank account by then. Otherwise, you'll receive a check in the mail. An important detail to keep in mind is that OAS benefits are considered taxable income. By default, taxes are not deducted at source from these payments, so you might face a tax bill at the end of the year if you don't make arrangements for voluntary tax deductions or quarterly installments. Service Canada offers options to have tax withheld from your monthly payments if you prefer avoiding a lump sum payment. Another question I often get is whether the OAS payment amounts change frequently. Payments are reviewed and adjusted for inflation quarterly, in January, April, July, and October. However, the last review in April 2025 did not result in an increase, so June payments will remain at the same rate as April. It's worth noting that OAS benefits are an essential part of Canada's senior income system, and combined with other programs like the Canada Pension Plan and private savings, they contribute to financial security during retirement. If you haven't applied yet and are close to 65, or if you want to check your current benefit amounts, logging into your My Service Canada account is a great first step. With this comprehensive understanding of the June 2025 OAS payments and related benefits, you can better prepare and plan your finances. If you have any questions or want me to cover specific scenarios or topics in future videos, be sure to let me know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about seniors' benefits in Canada. Together, we'll make sure you get every dollar you're entitled to and stay informed throughout the year. Let's dive deeper into how your income impacts your old age security payments, because understanding this can help you avoid surprises. The OAS pension is subject to a recovery tax, often called the clawback, which means that if your net world income exceeds certain thresholds, your OAS payments will be reduced dollar for every $3,000 above the limit. For 2025, this threshold is $142,609 for seniors aged 65 to 74. If your income goes significantly beyond this, you might have to repay all or part of your OAS pension at tax time. This clawback system ensures that OAS is targeted to those who need it most, but it's crucial to plan accordingly. For example, if you have income from investments, rental properties, or other pensions, these count towards your net world income. This makes tax planning and financial advice especially important for seniors with diverse income streams. Now, the Guaranteed Income Supplement is a completely different story because it's designed specifically to assist low-income seniors. Unlike OAS, GIS benefits are not taxable, which means you get to keep every dollar of this support. The GIS amount you receive depends on your total income, excluding your OAS pension, and your marital status. Single seniors with incomes under about $22,056 may qualify for the maximum GIS amount, while couples have slightly higher income limits depending on whether one or both receive OAS or allowance benefits. Qualifying for GIS can significantly increase your monthly income, sometimes more than doubling your total benefits, which makes it a vital program for many seniors facing financial challenges. If you haven't checked your eligibility for GIS recently, it's worth doing so because your income situation might have changed since your last assessment. You can apply or update your information through your My Service Canada account or by contacting Service Canada directly. By knowing these details, you can better navigate the complex web of senior benefits and ensure you maximize your income in retirement.